find a clean, non-conductive surface to work on. Remove your processor and cooling fan from its package. This is your processing unit. This is the processor cooling unit. Remove your processor from its plastic case. Be careful not to touch any of the pins on the bottom of the processor. Locate the arrow on one of the corners of your processor. Locate the arrow on your motherboard. Make sure all your pins properly line up. Gently set the processor in place. Use no force. It should slot right in. Open the securing lever and then close this lever, tightening and securing your processor. Your processor is now installed. Remove the plastic from your heatsink. Be careful not to touch the thermal paste on the bottom of the heatsink. Gently place your cooling unit on top of the processor, allowing all the locking mechanisms to line up. Once the cooling unit is in place, tighten the securing latch. Your cooling unit is now installed. Insert the fan control to the designated spot on your motherboard. Remove your RAM from its packaging. Locate the notch in each RAM card and the corresponding notches in each slot. The motherboard should have the numbers for the slots marked. Make sure if you have two cards you use slot 1 and slot 2. Open the tabs and push the card into place. The tabs should lock automatically. You may need to wiggle the RAM cards for a proper connection. Remove your optical drive from its packaging. Insert the optical drive into the optical drive cage. the screw holes to align for the cage and the optical drive. Locate the optical drive screws that came with your case. Insert these screws into the available screw holes. Remove your hard drive from its non-static sheath. Attach the cage slides to the screw holes in your hard drive. Your hard drive should simply slide into the cage on your case now. We will now install your motherboard. Locate the grounding screw holes on your motherboard. Make sure you have the standoffs properly installed to match your motherboard. Gently rest your motherboard on top of these standoffs. Be careful not to have any shorts or get any oils from your fingers on the top of the surface of the motherboard. Make sure the standoffs are properly aligned with the screw holes on your motherboard. Locate the designating screws for your motherboard and gently screw these into place. We need no more than a finger tight. is now time to install your PSU, or your power supply unit. Locate the bracketing points on the rear of your case. Locate the designated screws for your power supply unit and screw the power supply unit to your case. A useful tip: do not fully tighten the screws until all screws are in place. This will allow you to reposition the power supply unit more securely inside the case. Once you have the power supply unit how you would like it, tighten all the screws. I've skipped ahead here. I had some cable management problems, but you will see I've installed the SATA cables to the optical drive and the hard drive and connected them to the motherboard in the 1 and 2 SATA slots. You will now need to locate the largest cable from your power supply and find its corresponding slot on your motherboard. Insert this into your motherboard. It will be a tight fit. Locate the 8-pin secondary power insertion unit located on the top left of your motherboard, and find the corresponding 8-pin, or in my case, 2 4-pin plugs, and insert these into this slot. This cable runs directly over your motherboard and may be a problem later on, so you may want to move it. I am now installing the power cord first to the optical unit, then to the hard drive. I use a twist tie to secure the 8-pin cable to the rear of my case. This will help later for installation of the graphics processing unit. Thank you for watching. There will be another video showing the installation of the new power supply as well as the graphics card.